Actually, this is a fairly serious story, and actually, it just happened recently. There was a man who opened fire on two Los Angeles police officers sitting in a squad car. Authorities searched for a gunman who shot and critically wounded two Los Angeles County Sheriff deputies who were sitting in their squad car. One is a 31-year-old female deputy, and the other is a 24-year-old male deputy. They underwent surgery Saturday evening. Both graduated from the academy 14 months ago. So is this a coming sign of things to come?
I think it's a continuation of what's always gone on, that this kind of thing has been, and I don't want to suggest that I'm, happy or indifferent about this. Anyone getting shot on either side is horrific, but this has been going on forever, right? You have people in positions of authority over communities that do not appreciate the tenor of that authority, who react. It's a vicious loop, and it's always been there, and unfortunately, it will continue, since I'm not seeing the situation that engenders this kind of action changing.
I just don't think that we can pretend that it's not related to the current climate politically, though, right? It's not just another thing that happens all the time, right? It's like there's a race war happening. There's a war against the police. We can debate whether or not it's warranted, right? I think it's very predictable. So you just see the tensions escalate. It seems like almost like every day, every other day. You had that white kid who shows up, with a gun, and then he killed two other white kids, and then some other white guy shot somebody. And then now somebody takes out a couple cops, and then you see videos of cops arresting black guys and then just kind of being a little rougher than they would, right? And then they're going to go back and they're going to shoot, and it's just going to keep. And so I see both sides. To be honest, I have no idea like what the solution is. It just seems like at some point it needs to stop, or what's going to happen is like you're going to take out 5 cops, and then they're going to go, and instead of using rubber bullets on a crowd, they're going to use real bullets. Like you can just see it moving up, right?
Yeah, but again, this has historical precedence going back to the 1920s. So yes, it does calm down, but then it ramps up, it explodes, and then they call in the National Guard and they start off people.
Right. So no one, first of all, the best wishes to the 2 police officers, because no one deserves to be shot or killed when they're doing their job. And I hope that they find the person that did this and give them the same trial procedure that anyone who shoots someone in an unarmed fashion or in a point blank, completely incapacitated fashion would also be prosecuted. And so this should go across not just civilian lines, but I would say use this as an example to prosecute everyone who is doing this. And that includes police officers who are still having a bit of a walk around while there's calls for their prosecution that is not happening.
And on top of that, there was the police officer who shot. There was a story a while ago where a black caregiver of a disabled man was lying prone on the ground, and the police officer shot him, and that police officer was just let off. And so I think that, again, I agree with you. It's horrible when these acts happen. And I agree with you, Louis, that, it's been happening forever. It's, from the 1920s to the Black Panther movement to, even after the Rodney King riots, there were incidents of people attacking police officers. But I also think that it speaks to something fundamental about the nature of America, and that it's, I know, Bobby, you feel like it's on the verge of a race war, but America has always been on the verge of a race war. And I
Great.
think it's actually a fundamental aspect of the country. And it's like, a virus. It's like, herpes. It flares up and you will never get rid of it. It's like a virus.